Hello, hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying out a new rig today. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we'll work with it for now. I'm also trying the horizontal, so I don't know how this will show up in the video and how it will be any different, but let's give it a whirl. I actually think, and the nice thing with this rig is that I can walk around with it. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to share a little bit of my space with you. So that's what I thought I would do. So behind you is a painting that I painted. It was a healing painting that I did. I actually laid down on a piece of paper and had my daughter trace my body, and then did some healing work with my body. So behind that is all the various things that I did for my healing of my body. Lots of love in there, lots of pain, some trauma, lots of different colors. If you see on the bottom of the part of the painting, whoops, daisy. Whoops, creating a mess. Sort of on the bottom. Let's put this angle. You can see lots of different colors and layers that were involved with that. I also had a client make me this poem. I'll read it to you another time. So here we are. What we're gonna, I just wanted to check in to see how, I think I'm going to use this tripod, see how your meditation is going and how your mantra is going, and also want to know how the extra step that we incorporated with your breath is going. So we're taking baby steps into different areas that are offering us cellular health, because if we don't have good cellular health, then we're going to pay a really high price with regards to our overall health. I'm just trying to get this rig on this tripod. And like I said, we did step 1 of the breath, taking it to the lower abdomen. Now sometimes this can, we can feel a little defeated. It takes a long time for some people to be able to bring it to the lower part of their abdomen. I'm sorry for shaking this all over the place. I had it set up and then I thought I would put it on top of a couple books, but this tripod is actually offers the perfect height. So we're going to work with our environment. So now that we've got the first step of the breath, I'd like us to really look at our environment, because our environments have shifted tremendously. Some of you are at home with family and extended family. Some are by themselves and really not feeling really comfortable. So we're taking this journey inwardly to become more comfortable with the environment of us and our beingness, and how we can create a sacred time. This is sacred. Like I said, I can actually say it without having tears now. It's like, this is such a sacred time. So when we talk about creating our environment, so even if we're in a hairy-carry environment, we have these moments, and I hope that with this meditation that we're doing, that you feel comfortable taking these moments that we're experiencing and bringing them into other parts of your day, or bringing them into other areas of your family, or watching the replay with your family. Just, if you don't want to listen to the words, just get to the point, where we are in the meditation and experience the meditation together with the same permission. Check in for as long as you want to be here, and check out when you're done with it, because this is meant to be a really wonderful experience. I don't want you to go, oh my gosh. Just watch a replay and fast forward me and get to the meditation if that's what works for you. Totally cool. But I'm going to move this over. While I'm up, I wanted to show you where I sit. So before I come on, I'm sitting at this table, and there's my seat, and there's my altar. There's the table in my studio. And then I have an apothecary section as well that's really cool. These are my what I call them, my scholars. So from my teachings, in the north here is the Himalayan, Swami Veda, Swami Rama. Jesus, also one of my favorite scholars. And in the south, when I studied my energy work, is the Mother and Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. And then obviously some deities that I've picked up along the way. That's me as a child on my altar, and people that I've traveled with. Also my beautiful stones that I work with, and books and stuff. I have my apothecary section. This is where I make special blends of perfumes and stuff. I'm working with, this morning, I'm working with Palmarosa. Helps me with my discernment, and also some products that I make and distribute and sell. Yeah. And then the other areas are all my books, and my study books for myself, for my clients. So that's part of my environment down here in my sacred space. Just going to shut off the furnace so that it doesn't kick in and make a whole bunch of noise for us. And I've also got these beautiful elemental chimes that I may bring in with one of our meditations, I think. Start adding a little bit of sound. The thing with sound is it has an effect on the nervous system, and for some it's not the best effect. So we're just, like I said, we're doing baby steps. So I thought I would incorporate a little chimes this morning at the end of our meditation. And I would love to know, they sound sort of like that. I'd love to know if at the end of the meditation, if when you heard the chimes, if it had an effect on your nervous system. And that would be something like, kind of gave you a little bit of a shock. Because that's something to pay attention to when we're doing this. And other things that are in your environment are, there's going to be a lot of people that are hooked to the news. And you may have no choice. I'm coming around. You may have no choice but to be exposed to that. There we go. You may have no choice but to be exposed to that. But you do have a choice. I want you to know that we always have a choice. And that, that's bright. And that can be that we can just go into our own meditation. We don't have to be a part of what does not work for us. One of the things and the values that I have is that, for it to be in my personal space, it must be non-harming and supportive and love, and offer love. Those are the three minimal criterias. And I invite you to find out what's important for people, or what's important for your values, for your personal space. Because it is our birthright. It is our birthright to be the best that we can be. And in order to do that, we need to know, first we need to operate from a place of safety. We need to feel safe. It's our first chakra. So that's part of our environment. And our chakra system is our energy system that comes up this central channel of our body and extends out into our limbs. And it extends into our field, our personal field, which is attached to the collective field. You see where I'm going with this? So, and that's, once again, the first baby step, safety. And it's important that you feel safe with me. So I want you to know that please direct message me, and let's open up the container of where we are. Let's let people know, where we're tapping into the video from. Where in the world are we from? I'm here in Coquitlam, BC, which is a suburb of Vancouver, BC, so about 25 minutes away, outside of rush hour traffic. But and let people know what your interests are. My interests are health, healing, and bliss. That's basically the extension of me. So what's important to you? And that's another thing, after a meditation, I really love to sit and take a paragraph or two, and sometimes even it extends into a couple pages, depending where I am, what's on my mind and what my time frame is. Write down what you experienced today, and whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, whether you felt that you grew, how your breath was. If you use a numbering system, you use a numbering system without any judgment. And then and I invite you to end with what it is that you really want, or even start with what it is that you really want. Let's use this inner journey for a moment in time to know that we're in a shift. And you know what? We're never going to go back to where we were before. So let's find the path to the where we want to be. And let's work towards that. And sure, there might be tears along the way. Tears are only a method of sort of breaking down a few of the cobwebs. For me, it's my connection to source. It's like lets me know that what I'm doing is on point. When I can feel that passion in my body and that importance, and have it come out with a few tears. Sometimes they just come without emotion entirely, and sometimes they come on with full-on waterworks and huge emotion. Whether sad or angry or mad or fearful, I respect all of them, and I invite them to move and transition and transform, or my favorite word, transmute, like alchemy, like turning lead into gold. So when I have an emotion, it is my gold. It's just like having my experience with ovarian cancer surgery. That mass was my gold. That mass taught me that I'd been living this life and potentially other lives saying things were okay that are not okay. It was a wake-up call of all wake-up calls. My family history has never had cancer, ever, outside of cancer that's classified as aging cancer. So my dad is a survivor of prostate cancer, but at 75 years old, they're calling that cancer that's, cancer, older cancer. And my grandpa had, when he passed away, they had found cancer in his intestines, in his stomach. So, but they didn't classify that as cancer, which is kind of odd. But so they classify me as this oddball coming in and bringing this cellular experience. And that's what we're talking about, our cellular experience. So today, there's lots of tidbits in here. So I invite you to, if you need to, go back and pick up the tidbits and write them down on a piece of paper, or better still, a little book or a journal. And let's start keeping track of these little tidbits, because none of this is rehearsed. This is, I sit down, I have my practice, and I see what comes up to talk about. So once again, I don't have a timer, but I'm looking and it's 9:02, so that's our marker. Man, 15 minutes goes fast. So the next step on the breath, where I'd like to take it, is we started with breathing into our lower abdomen. We're going to take it one step higher, and we're going to include another part of our body, our abdomen. So if you can see here, we're started down here, our lower abdomen. Now we're going to bring it up to the next level of the abdomen. So I don't know how you did with the first one, but if you're still at step one, stay at step one. And if you can breathe, just imagine it coming up a little bit higher to step two. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. So we're going to work with that. And I'm still going to work with the mantra Soham. I'd love to know if you're using the mantra Soham, if you've chosen something different. And then, so you see, this is where we start going with the 1, 2. When we start to count, we're going to go up to 3 and 4, up the body, and then we're going to end. Our end result will be, our 4 will be here, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've given you a little snippet. You don't need to go there now. Most important is to get it into the little belly, or the big belly, whatever, your lower abdomen. No judgment. And one continuous smooth breath. And be aware if you have little jerks. Little jerks are okay. That's just little parts of the body that are going, wow, this is unfamiliar or not familiar, or let's just work with it. No judgment. With the mantra, I'd love to know if you're still having thoughts coming in. And if you have little thoughts coming in, be aware of them. It's a subconscious coming up. And just say, not right now. Thank you, but not right now. And you might want to make another those little thoughts afterwards and spend a little time with them and let those little thoughts know that you're safe and that you're managing and it's okay. So let's go into our breath. Thank you so much for being here today. I really love that you're here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for showing up for the collective. When we heal ourselves, we heal all. When we heal ourselves, we heal generations past and generations forward. So the work that we do together is not little work. This is big work. We've stepped right into mantra meditation and then gone back and brought in the breath. So, welcome to my world. Welcome to my studio. Welcome to my life. And I love you. Thank you. Let's bring in the breath. So inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. Place your hand on your lower abdomen. And you can even try placing one hand above that lowest hand. Inhale into the hand. Expand the lower abdomen. Exhale. Allow the abdomen to naturally fall inwards. Nothing forced. No judgment. One continuous smooth breath up and down. We can count as well. Allowing the mantra to fill a brain, the third eye area of the forehead. In between the eyebrows. And just a reminder, or just a note that I posted a video to the blissbee.me Facebook group page. And it's a great video by Joe Dispenza that shows the cells that we're working with. Meditation improves our immune system. And it offered a great visual if you're a visual person. these cells that we're loving up. Specifically nourishing with this beautiful oxygenated breath. Our white blood cells, our T cells, our mitochondria cells. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's love them up. The strongest vibration and frequency that we can have measured is love and gratitude. Feel your hands rise. and soothe.